It's absolutely brilliant because I lived here when this was literally a concrete jungle. There were 110 to 120,000 people living here in 110 steep terrace streets. It was a spectacular place to live, but it was an interesting place. You know, none of the houses, well, most of the houses didn't have baths. None of the houses had hot running water. All of the toilets were outside in the yard. The houses have been up for the best part of 100 years, 2 up, 2 down, but sometimes occupying 12, 14 people. But those people were so close. It was just a great community. You knew everybody in your street. They started to knock down, the streets didn't all get knocked down on one day. They didn't bulldoze them on one day. It was over a period of years, and they worked their way along, taking it out street by street. And the people went to, you know, all corners of Liverpool, the new towns like Kirkby and Skelmersdale, Cantrell Farm, all of those places speak. But they built here, they decided to build here 20 high-rise blocks of flats, some of them 10 stories, some of them as high as 20 stories. And they tried to sell them to the people with this marketing expression. They said they were streets in the skies. They tried to make them sound really great. And so for people who didn't have baths and hot running water and things like that, you know, when they first moved in, it was great. But very quickly, you know, some of these properties and some of these high-rises, the lifts didn't work. The grassed areas around them became a bit, you know, difficult, and they began to get vandalised. And so in the end, you know, they had to literally do a second demolition, and they've demolished pretty much all of the high-rise now, except for about 4.
They've got the view where there's a good park, and for what it used to be derelict, but now over the years it's gone better and better. So it's lovely, yeah.
It's nice to see the park as it is now. I wish we'd have had part of it when we were children, for somewhere to play.
We love coming each year, you know, and we've seen improvements over the years. We've seen the flowers now, and it's just a lovely day.
We have something called a Lost Tribe of Everton Street reunion every year. People come down and they can meet their old neighbours. We've had 5 of those now. They've been really successful. So for that to continue for 5 years and with a growing success each year, it just shows how special this community was. But I'm really pleased now that it is such a community facility now. When it was first built, this park, it felt very disjointed. It felt even dangerous in times. You know, it was not a place you'd particularly want to walk late at night and things like that. And gradually, you know, the park is becoming very special again.